So the reason why I'm saying it's not a blanket declaration, or it's not an armchair approach to say which project should I do, then you say you need to do dairy, you need to do Jersey. There are specific considerations. Remember, we are in this El Nino induced droughts. In fact, we have got climate change, which is almost happening all the time. We have got climate change with its implications, with its devastating effects that we are feeling almost day in, day out. So it's more important to get to understand the implications of having a properly planned land. From the issues to do with the land capability analysis is to determine the carrying capacity, how many hectares should I allocate to this dairy enterprise, how many cattle can I do on this farm, how am I going to prepare the feed, because more than 50% of the feed consumed, more than 50% of the cost is actual feed production. And for the dairy, you definitely need to have wet supplements, things like your forage, your fodder, lucerne, and you also need to have a bit of silage, because those are all determinants of a successful dairy farm, especially on the feed component, because the feed determines the quality of the meat, the quality of the milk, because we are talking about the butterfat content, we are talking about the whey component. So you definitely need to have a well-defined production plan, a well-defined dairy strategy and dairy plan. So the most important thing is not necessarily to say, oh, I've got 100 hectares of land, how many cattle can I put? That's why we need to use the drones. In fact, you have seen us using drones in all our farm mapping and area inspections. The reason we use drones is because we need to calculate and determine the total available land, and also to calculate the total herbage that is there, rangeland and wildlife, the rangeland and pasture management of our fields, so that we can apportionately know that if we are to do dairy, these paddocks are going to put how many animals, these paddocks are going to be put which winners, the bulling heifers, and all the paddocks to be determined, and also to calculate the total carrying capacity, and also to know if we are to graze this land, what is the grazing potential of this land. If you want to supplement, what are the pastures that are well suited for this. So the land use planning is not necessarily about the pastures and the herbs or the trees, the shrubs that are there. It's also about to do with the soil type. The soil mapping becomes very, very important. The other very important aspect is to do with the water availability.